Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Reser Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here been ready for this clash since early this morning. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Georgia Southern Eagles, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Beavers will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Southern's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Williams will pass. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Eagles have their offense in high gear. Trying to find his man on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Gonna run it. It's White. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On the option. He'll toss it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Beaver!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is offense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Sanders. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Getting some heat. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. And the Eagles will hustle to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Beavers offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He'll throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They'll leave it with him. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quick toss. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
A designed run for the quarterback. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Georgia Southern will have it now, first and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to do.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. Floating away. That's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defender.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Get it out on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to the air one more time. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Beavers in the hurry up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. The short hands. It's Hankerson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. He caught it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Williams looking for a man. Fires left. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but
just causing wreckage in the secondary. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Oh, he left him grabbing. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Beavers have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Good right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. The option look. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll run the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
And tackled there by the defense.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Eagles. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. A third down try for the offense. He'll keep it himself. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch as he's...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Power football with the run. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's White. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. He'll pull it down and run. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. Here comes the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's McCoy. Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. He wants to throw. Escapes trouble. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Hankerson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
He'll pull it down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Here comes the offense on second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.